I've always liked the night shift. At Marlow Psychiatric Hospital, it was quieter. The patients were sedated, the halls dim, and the building itself seemed to settle into a deep, uneasy sleep. It suited me. No meetings, no administrators breathing down my neck, no visitors asking impossible questions. Just me, the records, and the silent corridors of the psych ward. For 10 years, this was my rhythm, until Room 6 lit up. Room 6 should never light up. It had been sealed 5 years ago after the Marcus Vale incident. He was a paranoid schizophrenic with violent delusions, until the night he gouged out his own eyes with a plastic fork and used the blood to scrawl, "I see him," across the wall. He died hours later, massive blood loss and shock. Ever since, Room 6 was shut down. No patients assigned, no maintenance, no power. The lock was supposedly reinforced. Staff avoided it. Some said they felt watched just walking past it. I never put stock in that. Brains break, trauma leaks, that's all it is. So when I saw the nurse call light blinking above Room 6 at 2:13 a.m., I thought it was a glitch. The old red bulb pulsed steadily in the hallway like it had never been turned off. I stared at it for a long time. It hadn't lit up once since the door was sealed. I checked the patient log. No one was listed for that room. Of course not. Still, I needed to confirm. If it was a wiring issue, I had to report it. That's all I told myself as I grabbed my flashlight and headed down the corridor. But my hands were shaking. The hallway grew colder as I approached. The temperature dropped unnaturally, like I'd stepped into a different building. I passed Room 4, then 5. Then there it was, Room 6. The red light blinked above the door. A slow, methodical beat, like a countdown. I put my hand on the knob, fully expecting it to be locked. It wasn't. The door creaked open far too easily. Inside, the air was thick. Not dusty, not stale, just wrong. The overhead light flickered once and steadied. The room looked clean, pristine. A bed neatly made. No blood on the wall. No evidence of what had happened. It looked like a model room on a brochure, except someone was sitting on the bed. He wasn't supposed to be there. A man, pale, thin, in clothes that looked faded, damp, colorless. His hands were folded in his lap. His eyes were the worst part. Completely black, no sclera, no iris, just a pit of nothing. He watched me, not like a patient, like something older, hungrier. "Sir," I managed, voice cracking, "this room isn't active. Who brought you here?" He smiled, too wide. "I never left." Something cold bloomed in my chest. I stepped back. "You need to come with me." "You saw the light," he said, standing slowly. "That's how I find you." I reached for my pager. Dead. Tried the flashlight. Nothing. The lights dimmed even though the bulb above still glowed. Shadows lengthened unnaturally. I backed into the hall. The corridor stretched before me. Too long, warped. Every door had vanished. No numbers, just blank wall and shadow. I ran. No matter which way I turned, the hall led back to Room 6. My footsteps echoed weirdly, out of sync with my pace. When I finally found the staff room, I slammed the door shut and locked it. I was shaking uncontrollably. I picked up the phone, no dial tone. The lights buzzed. Then the phone rang. 3 times. I answered it without thinking. "I see you," the voice whispered. The lights flickered out. The mirror above the sink cracked. In its reflection, he was standing right behind me. I turned. No one. The door was still locked, but the whispers started then. Multiple voices, male and female, high and low, repeating the same thing over and over. "He sees you. He sees you. He sees you." I fell to my knees. Something wet and warm trickled down my cheeks. I touched my face. Blood. I blacked out. They tell me they found me crawling down the hallway, smiling and humming tunelessly, eyes damaged, nails torn from my own hands. I don't remember that part. I just remember his voice, his smile, his darkness stretching toward me like smoke. He didn't want to kill me. He wanted me to see. They say I had a breakdown, acute stress, delusion, maybe even dissociation, that I imagined the whole thing. Classic case of psychotic depression, they told me, worsened by sleep deprivation. They strapped me to a bed in the West Wing. How ironic. But I know what I saw. I know what I felt. That thing, he's real. Room 6 is his door, and once you open it, he's part of you. You carry him. You become the next signal. I see the light blinking again from my window some nights, even though the room is sealed again, even though they said the wires were ripped out of the walls. I hear him. I feel him. They plan to demolish the hospital next month.